You think you're dedicated. You think you're ambitious. You think you're building your legacy, one late night at a time. But what if I told you your obsession with work isn't about work at all? What if the relentless hustle, the inbox you can't leave, the projects that never end, are all just a cover story? There's a painful secret you've been hiding from, using your job as the perfect hiding place. And today, we're pulling back the curtain. Here's the brutal truth most of us never admit. In a world that glorifies the grind, it's easy to confuse being busy with being important. It's easy to wear your exhaustion like a badge of honor. But deep down, in those quiet moments you avoid at all costs, there's a whisper. A feeling that this isn't sustainable. That something is off. That you're running a marathon on a treadmill, exhausted, but getting nowhere that truly matters. Your work obsession is a symptom, not the goal. And the secret it's hiding is about to change everything. Let's break down what's really going on. The first painful secret your work obsession is hiding. You're using achievement to earn self-worth. Your value has become a direct deposit from your productivity. No completed tasks? Your self-esteem bounces. You feel like you've only earned your rest, your relaxation, even your own respect, after you've crushed that to-do list. Think about it. That feeling of dread on a Sunday night, or the anxiety you get on a slow day, it's not about the work. It's the fear that without the work, you are nothing. You've tied your identity to your output. So you keep outputting, not because you have to, but because you're terrified of who you'll meet in the silence when you stop. Now, let's go deeper. The second secret, your obsession is a socially acceptable escape. It's the perfect excuse. Too busy to deal with that strained relationship? You've got a deadline. Too tired to work on your health? The job needs you. Afraid to face the big, scary questions about your purpose or your dreams? Don't worry, your calendar is completely full. Work becomes this noble-sounding cage. You've locked yourself in, and you've thrown away the key, all while people outside applaud your dedication. You're not just avoiding boredom. You're avoiding life. You're avoiding the parts of your life that feel messy, uncertain, and beyond your control. The office, the laptop, the hustle, it's predictable. It gives you rules. And that feels safer than the beautiful, chaotic uncertainty of actually living. Here's the third point, and this one stings. That work obsession is often masking a deep lack of trust. You don't trust that things can run without you. You don't trust your team, your clients, or even the world itself to take care of you if you step back. So you micromanage. You say, yes, when you should scream, no. You believe the entire operation will collapse if you're not the one holding it together. This isn't responsibility. This is a God complex disguised as diligence. And more painfully, it masks a lack of trust in yourself. A fear that if you're not the hard worker, you have no other interesting, lovable, or valuable qualities to offer. So you cling to the one identity you know gets applause. So, what's the way out? It starts with a single, powerful shift. You must learn to separate your action from your identity. You are not your job title. You are not your productivity report. You are not your revenue. You are a human being, not a human doing. This means deliberately creating spaces in your life where you are valued for who you are, not what you produce. Have a conversation where you don't talk about work. Pursue a hobby you're genuinely bad at, just for the joy of it. Sit in silence for 5 minutes and just breathe. In those moments, you are retraining your nervous system. You are teaching your deepest self, I am worthy, simply because I exist. The painful secret is out. Your work obsession wasn't about changing the world. It was about protecting yourself. From your fears, from your doubts, from the vulnerability of being a messy, imperfect, and gloriously human being. But here's the beautiful part. Now that you know the secret, you can make a new choice. You can choose work as an expression of your passion, not a prison for your pain. You can be ambitious from a place of abundance, not lack. You can build something great, without using it as a wall to hide behind. This isn't about quitting your job. It's about reclaiming your soul. So I want you to ask yourself one honest question in the comments below. What is one thing I'm really avoiding by staying so busy? Be brutally honest. That awareness is the first, most powerful step. If this video hit home, if you felt seen, do me a favor. like this video. It tells the algorithm to show it to more people who need to hear this message. And subscribe to the channel. We're here to cut through the noise and get to the real work, the work on yourself. Your freedom starts the moment you stop running. Let's begin. That's right. Your freedom starts the moment you stop running. Let's begin. And beginning looks like this. It's not a grand, sweeping gesture. It's a quiet rebellion in plain sight. It's the decision to close the laptop at 6 p.m., even when your brain screams that you haven't done enough. It's letting a call go to voicemail because you're on a walk, and for once, your own peace is the priority. It's looking at your reflection and saying, you are enough. Even today, especially today, this is the practical path out of the cage. You've spent years, maybe decades, building the walls of this prison with every missed dinner, every canceled plan, every time you said, my job is just crazy right now. Deconstructing it will happen one brick at a time. So, let's talk about your first brick. The most powerful weapon you have against this obsession is redefining your own metrics of success. Right now, your brain is programmed with one faulty metric: volume. How many hours? How many tasks? How many dollars? We need to change the dashboard. Your new metrics must be about quality, not just quantity. Ask yourself at the end of the day, did I create something meaningful, or just something busy? Was I present in my conversations, or just physically there while my mind was in my inbox? Did I protect my energy, or did I spill it everywhere? This is how you retrain your worth. You shift from being a machine that measures output, to being an artist who measures impact and integrity. This leads to the second brick. Creating sacred non-negotiable spaces. You must build white space into your life and defend it like a warrior. This is time that has no goal, no productivity target. It's time for staring out the window. For a long shower where you're not solving problems. For sitting with a cup of coffee and just being. At first, this will feel agonizing. You will feel the itch to pick up your phone, to just check one thing. That's the addiction talking. That's the scared part of you that believes its value is evaporating by the second. Sit with the itch. Breathe through it. This space is where you meet yourself again. It's in this emptiness that your creativity, your intuition, and your true self begin to whisper back to you. A cluttered schedule is a cluttered mind. You cannot hear the truth over the noise of constant doing. And finally, the third brick, perhaps the most challenging, practice receiving without producing. This is the ultimate healing. Can you let someone love you, help you, or compliment you without immediately jumping to prove you deserve it? Can you accept a good job with a simple thank you instead of listing all the reasons it wasn't that good? Can you spend a day being cared for without guilt? This practice dismantles the core wound. It teaches your nervous system that you are worthy of goodness, of rest, of love, as a birthright. Not as a payment for services rendered. This is your new work. The most important work you will ever do. The work of unbecoming the machine society tried to build, and remembering the human you were born to be. It's a daily practice. Some days you'll nail it. Other days, the old patterns will pull you back in. That's okay. This isn't about perfection. It's about direction. Are you moving, even slowly, toward a life where you work to live, and not live to work? So I'll leave you with this final thought. The world will never stop demanding more from you. The emails will keep coming. The opportunities will keep flashing. The grind culture will keep shouting its promises. But in the center of that storm, you now have a choice. You can keep feeding the obsession, hoping it will finally give you the peace it's designed to steal. Or you can do the truly radical, truly relentless thing. You can step off the treadmill. You can feel the solid ground beneath your feet. You can look at the life you've been too busy to live, and say, I am here. And that is enough. The comment section is your first white space. Tell me, what's one tiny, non-negotiable space you will create for yourself this week? Share it below. Let's make a pact. Let's hold each other accountable not for how much we produce, but for how fully we live. If you're ready for this journey, if you want more content that cuts this deep, hit that like button, it fuels this channel. And subscribe, because together, we're not just building better careers. We're reclaiming better lives. Now go on. Your life is waiting. Your life is waiting. And it's not waiting in some distant future when you finally make it. It's waiting for you right now, in the mundane moment you're currently rushing through. It's in the taste of your morning coffee you drank while scanning emails. It's in the face of your loved one you half listened to while planning your next move. The obsession has stolen the present tense from your life, leaving you with only a stressful past of should-haves and an anxious future of what-ifs. We're taking it back, now. I'm going to give you a direct challenge, a 24-hour experiment. Call it a personal audit. Tomorrow, I want you to live a single day with this one question as your compass. Am I acting from passion, or from prison? Every single action, every time you reach for your phone, open your laptop, say yes to a request. Pause for just 2 seconds and ask it, is this drive coming from a genuine, positive desire to create and contribute? Or is it the old, panicked voice trying to fill a void, escape a feeling, or prove my worth? You don't have to change your behavior yet. Just observe it. Be the scientist of your own mind. The data you collect will be more revealing than anything I can tell you. You'll likely discover the prison is most active in 2 key areas. First, the compulsion to constantly optimize. You can't just watch a movie. You should be listening to a podcast about your industry. You can't just have a meal, you should be networking. Your obsession has convinced you that all of life is a secondary activity to your primary work. This is a lie. The richest ideas, the deepest connections, the sparks of true joy, they happen in the unoptimized spaces. They happen when your brain is off duty. Your challenge is to deliberately leave gaps of inefficiency. Be purposefully unproductive. Second, the inability to truly celebrate a win. The work obsession is a machine that has no complete setting. You hit a goal, and for a fleeting moment, there's a spark of joy, and then the machine immediately whirs to life, pointing to the next goal, the bigger target, the unfinished thing over there. It robs you of the nourishment of completion. It teaches you that the finish line is always a mirage. So, your mission, when you do something worthy, big or small, is to stop. Actually stop. Put a period on the sentence. Say out loud, this is done. I did well. Feel the satisfaction in your body. Let it land. For 5 minutes, just be in the win. This is how you reprogram the machine. You teach it that completion is allowed, and that you are allowed to feel good without immediately earning the next thing. This path isn't about becoming lazy. It's about becoming strategic with your one precious life energy. It's about moving from a scarcity mindset, where you believe you must constantly hustle because there's never enough, to an abundance mindset, where you trust that by being a whole, rested, present human, you will generate better work, deeper ideas, and a more magnetic presence. The obsessed worker operates from fear, and fear is a terrible strategist. It leads to burnout, resentment, and shallow results. The integrated creator operates from trust and passion, which leads to endurance, innovation, and a life that feels like your own. So, look ahead. Picture yourself 1 year from today. You can choose version A. You're more exhausted, more cynical, more isolated, with a slightly bigger bank account and a soul that feels like a dried-up riverbed. Or you can choose version B. You are energized by your work, not drained by it. You have clear boundaries that command respect. You have relationships that are alive with presence. You create from a deep well of inspiration, not a shallow puddle of desperation. The work you do is better because it's coming from a full person, not a depleted resource. The bridge between where you are and version B is built with daily, conscious choices. It starts with your 24-hour audit. It continues with protecting your white space. It is solidified when you measure your worth by the peace in your silence, not just the noise of your achievements. You have one life. One single, wild, precious life. You get to decide. Is it a monument to your productivity, or a masterpiece of your human experience? The obsession was the old blueprint. Today, you are holding a new one. Now, I need you to do something real. In the comments, publicly declare your 24-hour audit. Just type, I'm starting my audit. This act of declaration makes it real. It moves it from a thought in your head to a commitment in the world. Let's see how many of us are ready to stop running and start living. And if this resonated with you, if you felt a spark of recognition that this is your path to freedom, Then let the algorithm know. Hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. We are a community not of grinders, but of builders. Builders of lives that matter, from the inside out. The secret is out. The cage is unlocked. The only question left is, will you walk out of it? You're moved.